All right, in this video, I'll give you my thoughts and opinions as to why I feel today, it's like nobody wants to marry an Indian woman. All right. Or I know that sounds a little extreme, but if I were to be very fair, I would say there's a massive, steep decline in the number of Indian men who want to marry Indian women. Forget outsiders wanting to marry. Okay, that rarely happens unless, of course, the female is Priyanka Chopra, who married the what Jonas brothers, right? Not brothers. She married the Jonas someone. So unless you are some famous movie star or really highly educated and living abroad, which I have a couple of my friends and their daughters. So unless that happens, I don't think there is anyone who any different nationality who has this wet dream that wow, I want to go to India and find. Hey, and listen, before you even jump the gun and say, hey, racist, racist, Baba, Indian passport holder, yeah. I, in my WhatsApp group, there are all Indians, Indian men, young Indian men, married, single, whatever, double, divorced, separated. And most of my followers are subscribers, are also Indians. And this is not a racist or sexist attack. It is a fact. And I'll give you examples in this video why I'm saying this. All right. Feel free to comment down below. Now, let's get the criticisms out of the way. Our Indian females, our Indian women, sisters as you call them, they would say, hey, look at your face, man. Who'd want to marry you? 100% right. Who'd want to marry a face like this? Yeah, come on. I'm not saying out of like, ha ha ha. No, it's a fact. Which Indian female would want to marry face like this? Like, it's not in the Indian culture. You should look like a Shah Rukh Khan in the younger days, Amir Khan, or like a clean cut, goody goody, two shoes Indian boy to get a nice Indian girl, and which I'm not. You need to have a, highly educated, coming from a good family, good mother and father, good reputation. Indian females have this checklist where you have to take. Okay, he looks handsome, he has a good build, he has a good family, he has good education, he has a good bank balance, he has a good salary. I don't qualify for any of them, and Baba, my time is already up. I'm 50 years old, expiry date, and I'm not interested in any female. Forget Indian, any female, because I'm happy. So let's get that out of the way. All right. Look at your ugly face and this and that. That is number one. Second one is I want you to focus on the facts which I'm giving you. I'll be giving you facts, not just to trigger you or just to, piss you off as a troll. I'm giving you actual facts, which should be very concerning. Okay, very concerning for Indian women. And I'll tell you, there is no one to blame other than Indian women itself. It's one is the Indian law, the law and order. One is the Indian court system, legal system. And now it is actually becoming Indian women. And I'll explain to you why. Feel free to comment down below and tell me if I'm wrong or right. See, as it is today, we are living in a day and age where marriage is become more of a transaction. It's become more of a like, just want to get married. If I want to get married, let me enjoy life. Men today want to enjoy their life, sleep around with the maximum number of girls, and then find the right girl. Girls also today are become more like men because of the feminist movement, because of the purchasing power, because previously it was more like a village. You can't go anywhere out, you can't pursue higher education, your only job is to get married and have children. So today the roles are, it has changed. Today parents want their daughters to go to college, get a good job, get a good career. Today the emphasis is on that, and many a times I've spoken to even mothers and fathers who are in different parts of India. They want their children, especially daughters, to study in the West, like go Canada, go to US, go to New Zealand, go to Australia. And this is the actual uh, conversation that they have with their child, they tell their daughters, "See, my dear, you pursue your dreams, follow your goals, your ambitions. Okay, have a good job, have a good career, take care of yourself, be well settled, and if you can take care of us parents, fine." They don't make marriage as a priority. They tell them, if you find a nice boy, you get married, others you live your life. And the traditional sense, where you'll be a virgin and only marry uh, one man, and that man you'll give your virginity to, that is a foregone like practice. Now nobody even bothers about it. Yes, there are men who prefer that, but the parents themselves say, today's a modern age, what to do? You can't force your daughter. And many a times, uh, when a daughter is studying abroad, Indian girl, the parents know, okay, I can't control who my daughter meets. I can't supervise her. Is she sleeping in a friend's house? Is she going outside? Does she have a boyfriend? They can't do anything. You can't take a stick and beat your child or discipline your child if they are in UK, Canada. So the parents have taken an approach where she's like a friend to me. They say, friend. Yeah, my daughter, you can open up and tell me everything. Don't feel shy. This is the same, by the way, this is the same relationship that my wife has with my child, which is not wrong. She tells my daughter, don't be afraid to tell me anything that is happening in school for her own safety. Okay. Because if we are going to be strict, then my daughter will not open up to us. She will go and talk to her friends. Or if tomorrow she gets her smart device, she will, if she's depressed, she will check the smartphone. Okay, what to do? I'm in love and this and that. And, who knows what information she's going to get. And given the social media apps, Instagram, TikTok will say, show her some video. It's okay to have a boyfriend. It's okay to have sex. And, then you have lost your child. So parents tell their children, it's okay, my daughter. Even if you have a boyfriend, you tell me. Even if anything happens, you tell me. So the the children also are not dumb. The daughters or the sons, they cherry pick what information to give, because a daughter will not tell the mother and father, "Dad, I'm having a new boyfriend. Dad or mom, I'm having sex with him, protected sex, unprotected sex." They're never going to say that. Let's be honest. But they will tell their parents, "Yeah, mom, I have, he's my friend. He's my friend means he's my boyfriend and we're having a physical relationship." Not all cases, most. And we also need to understand that today, since we have the LGBTQ agenda, which is so open, females don't mind experimenting with their sexuality. Okay, it's become a very cool thing. Like females, literally, I've had youngsters who, anyway, I deleted all of them. I would like to announce I'm coming out. I'm coming out, and I my pronouns are they and them, and I'm bisexual. Openly, they openly state it online. Once upon a time, you would feel shy to even say I have a boyfriend. Today, you openly show your friends. Like, for example, I will not take specific uh, instances. Nowadays, they take even photographs with their bikini in the pool. I've seen so many Instagram stories and reels where girls in Bangalore, I think Bangalore or Bombay or Goa, where they're having rave parties. Girls are going, all girls' night out or whatever. They're getting piss drunk, totally wasted. And they are obviously wearing skimpy outfits and they are gyrating and dancing, enjoying. And you can see the boys looking, yum, yum, yum. Yeah. So when you have that kind of culture, when things have changed, where this modernization, alcohol, sex, it's discussed openly, it's considered normal, it's considered cool. So marriage is a distant reality. Okay. So one is we are facing this trend where marriage is no longer a priority for even sex. You can have sex outside marriage, before marriage, no problem. So why to get married? Second one is when, forget male, when a male or female have the option of having sex with multiple partners and going out and having a good time without any responsibilities, okay, uh, who wants to get married? Because when you get married, you're stuck with one person. You have to be loyal to that one person. So here they say, hey, instead of being stuck with one person, I have variety, different sausages. Okay. And even the guy says, I have different tropical fruits every day. One day I'll eat a small one day I'll eat a big one day I'll eat a multicolored one. Okay. So this in itself, this new trend, culture, westernization of Indian values is why marriages are declining. So this is one. But now more than this is the system in India, which is promoting, uh, or rather supporting women to an extent where now the victims are men, and it's no longer a laughing matter. It's becoming pretty serious. Um, do do me this favor. Just Google search online and check what is that. Um, Female divorce. Female divorces husband demands alimony or demands compensation. Just Google search, and I'll tell you the number of cases which you will see um, is is pretty shocking. Females, for example, if a female earns, I'm just saying, for example, she earns 1 lakh. 1 lakh is 100,000 Indian rupees. And she marries this rich man, really rich guy. And he's earning, let's say, 100,000 Indian rupees. Okay. Yeah, oh, sorry. The female is earning 100,000 per month rupees. The guy is earning like 10 million Indian rupees. Now, her earning capacity is so low, his earning capacity is so high. They get married, and when they have to go through a divorce, the female will go to the court and ask for compensation, not as per her earning capacity. Her earning capacity is 100,000. She will demand that I need 10 times more this amount. And what is the reason? She'll say, oh, I have to take care of the child if they have a child. Oh, how will I manage? I sacrificed my life for my husband. I gave him everything. And today my career is suffering. I have my parents to take care of. Who will marry me? They can give all these emotional, nonsensical statements and dialogues. And lo and behold, in majority of the cases that I'm seeing nowadays when I read, the female who was earning 100,000 is now being compensated 5 or 10 times more than her salary. So, actually, if you look at it, there is a lot of benefit that a female gets if she divorces the rich guy. As it is, find a rich guy. That is the first agenda that they have. Rich guy. Like I told you, I look ugly and I don't have any education and I don't have any property and I don't have, parents who are, very respected in society. So I don't check any of the boxes, thank goodness. So they find one bakra or they find a goat who they can slaughter, who is highly educated, rich, good family, good everything. And they'll act like a petite putty cat, a nice pussy cat, meow, meow, and she'll convince them. The parents say, my daughter's so humble, she's so nice, she's like, she will serve you, take care of you, love you. She will take you as, her own parents. And the guy, the Indian guy, and the parents, they, oh wow, she's so petite, she's so innocent. They agree for marriage. She might even say, I don't want, I don't want any demands. I just want a family life. I just want children. But after they get married, she can change the narrative. She can show her true colors. She can make the guy's life miserable. How many Indian men have committed suicide because of the pressure from not only the female, but the female's parents? Um, they have the pressure to earn more money, to give them more money. And if they don't, they can literally harass you left, right, and center. And by the way, if the male in the relationship he demands or he puts his foot down, she can even go and complain to the police and say he forcefully, had sex with me. He tried to rape me. There is nowadays such a thing as my husband raped me. Can you believe this? My husband raped me or he forced me. My husband shouts at me. And females, they are very good at crying and drama, and they will act like they are innocent. I'll tell you, I've chatted over the years of not just Indian women, women in general. When they want to position themselves as a victim, tears flow and they cry. Oh, click of a finger, they can do that. And most of the men believe that, oh, poor thing, yeah, poor thing. Maybe she's innocent. But you'll never see the other side. The other side is where they can actually be cold, calculative, and horrible. If you really want to see what Indian women are capable of, just check online, Instagram Reels or TikTok. Delhi Metro. Just Google search female in Delhi Metro. Oh my goodness, the language that they use. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, shut your mouth, teri maa ki behan ki bhi. Oh my goodness, you'll begin to think like, if anyone marries this female, goodness, it's better to smash your head on a wall and kill yourself. Yeah. It's that irritating. It's like pouring maybe acid on your face. It's unbearable. It's unbearable. I sometimes wonder who would want to marry forget marry, who would want to be around such a female. They are unbearable. It's like it's as unbearable as having sewage, human fecal matter just gush out. Their personalities are that bad. But when they want to portray that they're decent and goody two shoes, so men who fall for it and who get married to these females think, I'm going to start a beautiful family life. But lo and behold, after they get married, they show their true colors, and then they can take them to court, then they can demand money. And sad to say, the Indian judiciary system, the Indian legal system, they side the female. They take, they take the side of the female. Now, I'm not trying to say that all men are innocent. Neither am I saying that there is no injustice done to women. But the problem is there is no bandwidth or there is no cushioning for men. It's like they made these laws to protect women, but now women are not only misusing it, they are overusing it and they are abusing it. See, some of the points that I wrote is the courts, the law, the police, everyone, they support women over men by default. Most men are considered guilty by default. By default, you're guilty and you have to prove your innocence. Just see how messed up it is. It is like a female can say, he raped me, finish. Nobody is going to ask for evidence. Nobody is going to say, what do you mean rape? And then they can state statistics. Out of the 100 rapes that take place, only 4% men are considered guilty, and they can position themselves as a victim. Like I said, I'm not saying rape doesn't take place. I'm not saying that Indian men are saints, but here they are taking advantage of the system. Women can make fake claims, okay, and it's the burden on the man to prove that he is innocent. I give an example of one of my clients, his colleague, who's a good-looking guy. He was into modeling and all that, and they had this fat, obese female who was madly in love with him, and they were just friends, but she was taking it as, he's not only my friend, he's my lover. And when he rejected her approaches, her attempt, she cried rape. That also in the server room. I've made this video before. True story. She cried rape. What she was not aware, and where this guy got lucky, was there was a security camera in the server room, which they managed to find. She didn't know that was there. But when she cried rape and she complained to the HR, she complained to everyone, this poor guy got suspended and was asked to stay at home until they complete the investigation. His name spoiled in the company, his name spoiled in the society, his name spoiled with his friends. Nobody get in touch with him, even though, it's like everyone knew this is a good-looking guy. She's a fat, ugly female. He won't fall for her, but nobody want to associate with him because they were like, he's now considered a rapist. If I speak to him, I'll spoil my name. So the poor guy ended up in such severe depression, he literally wanted to kill himself. Lucky, like I told you, that they managed to get the security footage, which was in the server room, and they found out that when he was standing there, she was the one making passes at him and groping him, and he kept pushing her away. And, he finally escaped from there. But she made the claim that he raped. Now, imagine if that camera was not there. Finished, right? So, the burden of proving that they're innocent is on men. A woman can, by the way, this is the most dangerous one. A woman can give consent for sex. She can say yes. She can go with you to the nightclub. Both of you can get drunk. And then she can start tempting you by coming close to you, kissing you on the cheek, and, letting you touch her, or she touches you. And then before you know it, maybe she grabs you and starts smooching you or kissing you. And then you make out with her. And maybe the next day, she can cry and say, he spiked my drink. He forced me into sex. I didn't want to do it. I was not aware. How can you prove? How can you prove that, oh, she said yes? Because she can go and cry and say, he forced me. I didn't know what was happening. Finished. What do you do, man? And let me tell you this. This is not stories that I'm putting. These are actual facts, actual real stories that are happening. We even have one guy in Delhi, is a Sardar. He was standing at the signal. This actually happened. And thankfully, after, I think, 5 or 6 years, now he has been exonerated. They said that he's innocent. What had happened was, you can, again, Google search this one. He was standing next to a signal, and this female just pulled down the window. I don't know, maybe overtook them, and she got pissed off with him. And she took out her phone and she started filming and saying that this guy misbehaved with me and he sexually tried to do this or that with me. And before you know it, because she's a female and because she took this guy's video, okay, without his consent, and circulated it stating that he sexually misbehaved with me, it became viral to the extent, you can Google search this, by the way, the minister, I think, what is that guy's name? Aam Aadmi Party, Kejriwal, I think he also tweeted something. It went up to the government. And without any evidence, everyone claimed he was a rapist, he was a sexual predator, he lost his job, he got kicked out of his college, he lost his friends, his relatives refused to associate with him. But he fought this court case and it went on for years. And if you know anything of Indian judiciary, you can have a court case that can go for even 30 years. For example, Salman Khan's, he's a film actor. He ran over a couple of people who were sleeping on the pavement, on the footpath with his car, and I think they died. This went on for, I think, 5, 10, 15, 20 years or whatever, and I don't know if justice was finally served. So you can, if you get into the legal hassle and the loopholes, maybe it'll never finish. Maybe it'll be up to there for 40 years. So until that, you're guilty, right? Because you have not proved yourself innocent. Then, the other points are, women can harass you with legal issues. I give you the example of my friend who is a doctor, a surgeon, very respected, never raised his hand, never abused, never used bad words. But his wife, she has a emotional personality disorder. Yeah, it's schizophrenia, no? Right? You have multiple personality. She also had borderline personality disorder. And the worst part is, in the world outside, she's normal, but at home, she was like paranoid and screaming, shouting. She used to take her nails and scratch his face and everything. And even though he had physical evidence to show violence, she claimed, that he tried to destroy my life. And worst part was, she came from a family of lawyers, of judges, and rich people. So she could afford, and she knew all the loopholes of the system. And they made, I think, more than 30 plus legal cases on him. I know this because he was very close to me. She made sure she destroyed his career. She made sure that he lost all his savings, all his money, everything, even though she didn't need it. She was from a very, very well-to-do family. And she continued this for, I think, 6 or 8 years. Okay. And she made sure that they had children. I'll not specify how many boys, how many girls. She made sure none of the children were with him. And she continued this When he asked her, why are you doing all this? She said, I want to destroy you. That's it. She made sure that he lost his employment, everything else. Finally, when did she stop? That was after 7 or 8 years when she found a new boyfriend or new lover that she wanted to marry. She finally decided, okay, if you agree to give me a divorce with no claims, nothing, I will let you go and I'll drop all the cases. Only then she agreed. And where is he? I don't know. He's completely vanished. He has been offline because after she removed the cases and withdrew them, he didn't want to be seen. His life is destroyed, completely destroyed. This is an Indian female. You tell me, if these were the risks that came with marrying an Indian female, would you want to marry an Indian female? Seriously. As it is, their DNA does not support after they have children and all that. They put on so much of weight and, uh, they become bossy and all sorts of nonsense. And we have, in fact, we have seen nowadays females are actually killing their husbands. I don't know, it's become a new trend, or I don't know why this news is popping up everywhere. Woman who's married to her husband for years meets her lover, and then she takes this guy and kills him, or they plot to, secretly poison him, or in some cases they even kill their own kids. They kill their own children just to marry a new lover. When so many risks are there, you begin to think, man, I can marry her for 5 years, she'll be normal. Maybe 6 years, she'll become psycho. And I've even given you personal examples of females who have kids, but it does not belong to the man they married. It belongs to somebody else. What do you do in such cases? And like I told you, females can cry and say, oh, I did this because he forced me. Where's the evidence then? And remember what I told you. A man is guilty by default. He has to prove his innocence. The last 2, 3 points which I've said is a female in India can cry rape in the middle of the road. And we have this dumb, uneducated public that they will not come and ask you what happened exactly. They will just start hammering and beating up the guy if the female cries or says something. We have seen, some of the videos, the female takes, hey, you're behaving yourself, and she's slapped. We have seen this female, who hit a rickshaw guy. He was just standing there. He was not doing anything. And because he overtook them, they came from behind the scooter. She got off the scooter and she hit the guy. And she's filming him and saying, I'll put a police case on you. And she threatened, I'll say you misbehaved. Thankfully, that guy had a camera himself. That's the only reason he got saved. And you should have seen that female when she was assaulting the guy. She was so brave and bold. What? And she was hitting him. And when she got called out and was proven guilty, no, sir, please, sir, I'll touch your feet. You're like my father. This is how Indian females are. They will act like they are an innocent puddy cat. They are actually bloody, forget tiger. They are like a snake, man. It's so dangerous. You have to be very careful. Like I told you, just imagine they can they can register a FIR, first information report. They can file a case on you without evidence. And the burden is on you. And the last 2 points are women can even get fake witnesses to ensure that your life is ruined. If she gets 4 or 5 of her friends and say, yeah, we've seen how he behaves, finished. The Indian judiciary is totally messed up here. And last if not the least, there's always the kind of image of poor little baby, girls are innocent, girls are this and that. And we live in a day and age where it's the public court of law. Public. They will judge you. So by default, men are evil, men are bad, men are whatever. Women are poor thing, poor baby. And when you have parents who literally support everything their daughter or their children do, you have to be careful here. All I'll tell you is I don't blame Indian men for not wanting to marry Indian women. I don't blame them for the decline of marriage, which is happening in India. It's it's like a perfect storm. One thing led to another, and finally, Even if a good girl, even if a decent Indian female wants to get married, the guy will be like, I don't know, what am I getting myself into? So, you let me know if you think what I've said is right or wrong. I would love to read your point of view, and feel free to uh, give me your thoughts. And is there any solution? Because personally speaking, I don't think there is any. All right. Good, bad, ugly. Feel free. Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.